Hey everyone, it's Todd Wolf with Made by Wolf, and we have an unboxing to do today, and that is this guy right here. It is a tripod, so not so much something to use in the workshop, but it's used to make better videos so that we can share what we do here online. So this is a camera tripod from GEEKOTO. It is actually the X25 model. I bought it off of Amazon. I was not looking for a really high-end tripod, but one of the things I really wanted to do is have more height, and I also wanted to be able to turn my camera completely sideways and hang it out over something that I'm working on, whether it's a machine or if I'm doing drawing and I want to record that, then I want to be able to have that camera hanging out there. And this is a really cool tripod that I think will work well. It is I think it was $78, $78 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. But it is going to be, for me, a significant improvement over what I've been doing and what I've been using. So we are going to open it up and see, and hopefully all of my dreams and my hopes will come true. You know what I mean? All right, so it seems to have a decent little carry case. I don't imagine I'll be using the carry case all that much, but has one tripod in a bag there. I'm assuming that is a handle of some type for, not really sure what that is. Little directions. All right. Okay, first things first. All right, I'm holding it upside down. One of the things with these camera tripod legs is that they flip 180 degrees, and so this is the first tripod that I've had that does that. And so there were like three different leg angles you can have, and then you can fold them all the way up underneath. So we're gonna put them on the most upright right angle. So that's that. That's the first thing. I don't know why they've got a hoodie on the guy. I don't think he did anything wrong. So, all right, open these up. The full height here. I've used better tripods before than the one I have right now, and that is what I expect right there in terms of the ease of lifting a leg up and putting it down. So that's an improvement. The one I have right now that the camera's on is just hard, and every once in a while one of the legs falls completely out. So I think it was probably a $10 or $15 tripod that we bought years ago. My wife and I. So that's that. All right, so now how do I find this feature that I really liked? While we're here, one of the things that can be done with this is that this leg, one of the three legs, and it's this one here, can actually, there it goes, come off and be used as a monopod. So I thought that was an interesting feature, just so long as it doesn't break coming off and going back on, but it's a pretty stout screw there. And one of these heads here, somehow, I think that's it right there. I hope that's it right there. Yeah, so let's see. That guy rotates off. Come on, buddy, come on. And you're gonna be what I want. I think so. Yeah, there you go. So then that threads on there, and it can be taken around as a monopod if you need it. Not quite as high, because you're only dealing with the bottom leg, and so you don't have the extra extension there. But if you need a monopod, then that's good. Okay, we need to. Thread it out of there. Put it back up. So that wasn't too bad moving it into monopod mode. Never been a huge fan of a monopod. I would prefer to actually, with the size of this thing, or with the weight of this thing, which isn't a lot, unless I was carrying it long distance, I'd prefer to keep the whole thing with me, because then you can use it as a monopod that way essentially, and then if you need to set it up, you can always expand the legs out. So there's that. Now to figure out how to how to use, it appears that, there you go. I wasn't sitting straight. Okay, that looks better. So, again, one of the main reasons that I purchased this was because I wanted to be able to extend the camera out over something that I'm working on. And so that has something to do with this ball right there. So, without using any instructions, okay, so, all right, I didn't realize this. There's this telescope's inside of this, which means they were claiming you could get something like 75 inches height on this, which means that, yeah, that's how you get the 75 inches of height right there. All right, so that's pretty tall. I'm usually thinking most of the time I only need something as high as I am to look through, but with the video camera screen and stuff, you can move it around and you can be videoing from a higher angle. So that's kind of cool. And then this ball right here, there you go. So now you can see that that has moved into a horizontal position now. And you can lock that in there with the camera on here. You can then position that over a drawing or a machine that you're working on and get a better camera angle. And that really is one of the main things that I wanted in purchasing this. So yeah. Well, it is not a $200 tripod because I only paid 78 bucks for it. So, but it I think is going to be, it certainly is going to be a huge improvement for me making videos, and looks like a decent thing. The big thing that you always worry about with less expensive tools, and besides just the plain usability of it, like is it easy enough to use, is the durability of it. So, and that's only going to be determined by use of it over time, but we'll see exactly how long it does last for. Oh, one last thing that it can do that I don't know how often I'm going to be using it that way, but it does have the ability for this entire column here to come out and be placed upside down so that the camera can then be very close to the ground. So there's a little thing here. I don't know if spinning that around does something. I know that, there you go. All right, so this comes off the bottom, unscrews, it comes off the bottom. This can then be placed completely upside down in there, and then we'll tighten that sucker back on there. I think this is meant to be as a safety at this point, so that if you know you're loosening your nice expensive cameras down there, and if you know this is tightened down, and if you loosen it, that the whole thing's not going to fall through there. So and then this allows you to let's get this going in the right direction. With the feet retracted, would allow your camera to then be right at ground level and still being held. You can still see that there. So then you could have the camera again right down there hanging off the bottom, right at ground level, and get a different shot. So all in all, I'm happy with the unboxing. We'll see if I'm happy with it after I use it for a while and make sure nothing breaks. But that is what I wanted, and it was about the amount of money I wanted to spend. And okay, one last thing here. You know what this is? I think this may allow you to use just a single handle to use with the head there. Let's see if our instructions here tell us anything about that. All right. Oh, the other thing is when it's upside down like this, is using the ball there. That allows you to really put the camera down really close to something if you're doing some macro shooting of something, and that'll be really close to the ground there. So, so yeah, that's kind of cool. Where's my flexibility there? However, I have no idea how the oh, okay, there you go, you're finding things out already. So earlier when I had the monopod off, there's an extra connector here. There's an extra connector here, and pulling this off, yeah, so you can use this connector in here and then connect this to the monopod, and then you have extra height. I thought that was strange that the monopod was down so low so that I couldn't, you know, someone that, I'm 6 foot, I wouldn't be able to look through there. But yeah, all in all, happy with the purchase so far. Again, we'll see how it goes. Again, this is a GEEKOTO, G-E-E-K-O-T-O, and it's the X25 model. They do make more robust, higher end things for video cameras and stuff as well. This one is more advertised as a lighter travel thing, but it will, I think, work well for my purposes. And anyways, matter of fact, those purposes are going to start right now because we have a project in the shop today for shop lights. So I will link that in the at the end of this video if you want to see the first thing that this tripod was using, the first filming. We're going to change out some shop lights, so I'm going to get to that right now. And Todd Wolf with Made by Wolf, encouraging you to make stuff today. Videos, make your shop better with lights, or just make something fun, but make something today. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, please check out the channel for some other great videos on making things in the workshop, also on how to do things better in the workshop, some great tips. And as always, I encourage you to go and make something today.